G'day gang, Dan here, how you going? Back in the Elder Scrolls Online.
The Moleborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind.
Of course. What do you need?
It's my brother. He's still ill and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Nalene is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs.
What should I do?
Talk to Nalene. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
I'll talk to Nalene right now. Nalene. Wait a minute. Were you in there? Hang on a second. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes? Nice to see you again, but I'm kind of in the middle of something here.
Arona said you needed some help.
Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I can't very well walk away from my table while the Thesom and the rest of the townsfolk need my skills. Even this interruption can prove disastrous where alchemy is concerned.
What additives do you need me to get?
I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms. The innkeeper usually has healing herbs. Grell Flan loved sour milk tea, and Sorel Tatus had a taste for exotic mushrooms. You should find what I need in those locations.
Right. The Llodos Plague is a damn complex concoction.
Nalene, please. You have to help him. Is he going to be all right?
Have a little patience, Arone. Thesom is strong, and Nalene knows what she's doing. He'll be fighting off Lady Hlalu again in no time.
Okay, back to the letter. For the notes. I'm not sure I have the skill and experience to totally counteract its properties, but I have an idea for how to suppress and slow the pace of the disease. It will require a number of rare and exotic ingredients to pull this off though. An alchemical concoction such as this, such as I am imagining, doesn't like to be subjected to high heat. It's too volatile. It needs to be allowed to steep and brew. Therefore, an adjustment of 1/4 flame should suffice to get the alembic to the proper temperature. First, I'll need a good amount of Kind's Heart. These healing herbs are prized for their powerful medicinal properties, which makes them hard to come by and extremely expensive. I'm certain the innkeeper at the Brooding Owl keeps an emergency supply to sell for profit when business gets slow. Then I need something to bind it all together and hide the foul taste of the bitter herbs. Something like sour milk tea. Grell Flan was known to imbibe the stuff from time to time. I must admit that I have a fondness for the beverage myself, usually with a splash of grief to give it a bit of a kick, if you must know. Finally, I'll need something that adds a touch of magic. Dragon scale mushrooms would fit the bill nicely. If I recall correctly, old Sorel Tatus had a taste for exotic mushrooms. There might still be some hidden in his house, unless those Argonian ruffians ransacked his place after he entered the quarantine. Well, okay, that's the background on all that. Let's go out there and find it. Ah, hello there, Luther.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you?
Any chance you have any Kind's Heart healing herbs?
Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kind's Heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price.
Nalene needs some. Oh, he needs it to help Thesom.
What? Why didn't you say so? I owe Thesom more than I could ever repay. Plus, he's always been a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
Thank you very much.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative.
Thesom. Okay. Collect some sour milk tea from over here. Even though that plague guy was right there, I'm sure the milk's perfectly fine. It's meant to be sour anyway. We'll grab some mushrooms. What? Why would it be here? Fragrant herbs in the pillow. What's in the potted plant? Oh, there's the mushrooms. What about over here? What was over here? Okay. Hopefully that's everything she needed. Nalene.
Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm?
What?
No matter. You're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list?
I think so. Here's what you asked for.
Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please.
She has a lot of faith in us. The alchemy table is remarkably clean and well kept. Adjust the flame to 1/4 height. The alchemical device releases a short hiss of steam as the flame bursts to life. Okay, should I add this one first, I believe? The herbs release a pungent odor as the alchemical process begins. Add some sour milk tea. The sour milk tea slowly simmers, masking the odor of the herbs and thickening nicely. I should add the dragon scale mushrooms now. The mushrooms dissolve into a thick liquid, releasing a glowing rainbow of color into the concoction. I should take the completed potion and bring it to Nalene.
You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please.
Here's the potion you asked me to make.
This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
You heard the lady. Let's go wait outside.
Please, Mother Morrowind, please help Tethysum get well.
Alright, us two.
Nalene knows what she's doing. Tethysum will be fine. You'll see.
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Moleborn would have destroyed the Cirque.
We did everything we could, and Nalene seems to know what she's doing.
I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to beat the plague.
That's wonderful news. If I wasn't worried about spreading the plague, I'd kiss you right on the lips.
This guy's wandering on over.
Narcissus must hear of this.
What's up, Sarge?
So the Moleborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though.
Is something wrong?
Narcissus sent me to investigate quarantined Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Moleborn are a menace.
There are more of these Moleborn?
They're appearing all across Dashan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
I can do that.
About what I said, about kissing you on the lips. You know, that was just the heat of the moment, right? Anyway, thanks again for your help.
Oh, come on.
I must admit, your help was invaluable. It may not be a cure, but I can certainly use the suppressant to slow the progress of the plague to a crawl. Hopefully, that will give me or the healers in Mournhold time to develop a proper curative.
Alright, well, I wish you all good luck. I'm gonna go and... We're traveling... Oh, we're traveling south. Okay. Well, let's do that. Grab that lore book along the way. A boss fight over there somewhere. But let's just stay out of trouble. The Cauldron. Well, folks, if you'd like to see the inside of the Cauldron, I actually just played through the Flames of Ambition, the DLC. That's now complete and on the channel.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses! When your family disappears, what excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing.
You're right. The Moorborn are experimenting on the afflicted.
This confirms it. The Moorborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the House leaders at once.
When are the guards going to do something
Orcs
about
to
our
the
missing
south,
people?
mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take.
Sounds like a lot of trouble.
You don't know the half of it. It's the damn Llodos Plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe.
What do the villagers think?
They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it.
I have some experience with this kind of thing. Can I talk to someone at the Kin House?
Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching for people who probably just ran away. But I'm sure a counselor will hear you out.
What do you think about all this?
I'm not paid to think about this. That's a luxury for someone of higher rank than me. I'll admit something seems off kilter. If only the house counselors would see it that way.
Talk to the people of Narcissus.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Hlalu cares.
Why wouldn't House Hlalu care?
Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house counselors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving.
Is anyone looking into the disappearances?
No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
Let's get rid of that marker.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit.
Are you sick?
Me? No, not yet. I wait for the plague to find me. That's all we can do, isn't it? The house leaders debate how to keep the plague out of Narcissus, how to protect us. Why do they even bother?
You don't think they can help?
They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slowly fade away, one by one, as the plague takes us all. Gates can't stop it. We can't lock it out. Enjoy your last days, outsider, for the plague takes us all in the end.
Boris? No, Sona Danalu? Where's Boris? Who's Boris? Sorry, come up on my screen there briefly. No. Seron.
I don't suppose you're here to buy a weapon. No, you probably just want me to fix another wagon wheel or something. Everyone just wants to get out of here.
People want to leave Narcissus?
Look around. Narcissus is practically deserted. The plague, the curse, whatever you want to call it, it's driving everyone away. Or maybe that crazy story the villagers chatter on about is true. I guess anything's possible.
What do you think is happening here?
I think the people are scared. And they should be. The Llodos Plague rushes onward and Narcissus is directly in its path. If there's any truth to the other rumors, then I'm sure the House Councillors will deal with it.
Alright, talk to the House Councillor.
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our people, you'll seal Narcissus and be done with it. We can't take any more chances.
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you?
I'm curious about the rumors. Do people really vanish from the streets of Narcissus?
You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giron has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Llodos Plague.
Have the guards made any progress?
Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus. And we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead.
Perhaps I could help.
I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded.
What were you and Giron arguing about?
Giron believes we must seal Narcissus to protect it from the plague. Narcissus is a center of trade, and such drastic measures aren't called for. Though I admit, visitors have been few due to recent events.
What do you plan to do?
I haven't decided. They say I'm not aggressive enough, that my indecision hurts Narcissus. Perhaps Giron is right. I just don't know.
Okay, let's investigate.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague.
Your apprentice is missing?
I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention.
Wrong crates?
They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
The plan begins. The amount of the concoction contained within isn't viable when diluted in water. To achieve our goals, most of the elixir will be needed. To this end, more crates are on their way. Stay alert and watch for the next shipment. Signed, M.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider.
Oh, ah. Is that right? Search Western Narcissus for clues.
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunk and passed out somewhere, I'll leave without him. That no-good, useless piece of Kwama cattle. Oh, hello. You haven't seen my husband around, have you?
I don't think I know your husband.
Everyone knows my husband. Evis. If he hasn't borrowed something from you or finished off your Ash Lake ale, then you're not trying very hard. He was supposed to be back hours ago. That lazy lout is late.
Any idea where he might be?
He ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to deal with. You know what he's probably dealing with. His thirst for ale.
Want me to look for him?
That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses. If you find an elf that smells of piss and ale, that's Evis. Tell him to hurry up or he's walking to Mournhold.
Okay, I'll tell him. Vala's house.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand? I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now.
What's going on here?
You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away.
I'm working for Councillor Rowden, and this looks rather suspicious.
Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Llodos Plague.
Hired by who?
It doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Rowden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Let me guess. You read the letter. You're going to leave me with this crazy woman, aren't you? Curses on you and your family.
Who's Vox?
Vox? Never heard of her. Why would I be afraid of a Vox? Now, will you let me go so I can take my wife to Mournhold?
Tell me what's going on and I'll let you go.
Ha! That's hilarious. Let me go. You can tell the house officials to go lick a gua. They don't know what's coming. None of you do.
Alright, Nario, I guess it's all yours.
I have no intention of letting an amateur screw up my investigation. Turn around and walk away. Now.
Yeah, you're welcome. Nario. Gotta get the Fighters Guild on this guy. Although it's not really his style to intimidate.
Well?
Day 26. The plague is slowly spreading from Quarantine Cirque, covering to Shan like a black rain. Vox will be pleased. Many have left Narcissus for Mournhold. They think they'll be safe there, but they can't escape the coming reckoning. Day 32. The substance isn't strong enough when added to water. The solution becomes diluted, and most of the effective properties fade. So putting it in wells won't work. Until we can formulate a stronger version, we need to look for other ways to spread the plague. Day 42. We figured out how to spread the plague by injecting the substance into the corpse's blood and letting it fester. The plague's potency increases tenfold. It must be the dead blood. We need more bodies. Luckily, Narcissus can provide an abundant supply. Let's take this to the counselor. There was something down below here too.
House Hlalu must support my father's proposition.
Don't know. Maybe I just run into another rogue or something.
You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine.
I uncovered some disturbing information.
What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Llodos Plague into Narsis frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people?